Check one, two. What is up, guys? I'm live right now. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, and we're gonna begin. So, if you're watching this in replay, feel free to watch this in times two speed or whatever speed you like to watch things. So, I was looking through my YouTube comments, and I realized like the number one thing, the number one problem that most people have is this feeling of emotional numbness. It's a huge problem. It's like this. I think it's one of my in personal development. It's one of my most popular videos. Talking about emotional numbness. So why am I feeling so numb? Why am I feeling so shit? I can't feel anything. It's like this recurring pattern, and I have a solution for you. So, by the way, if you have any questions, don't be shy. You can say hello down there. Ask me any questions. You can interrupt me, no problem. And at the end of the topic, I'll answer your questions. Apathy. Apathy. It's like most people they think apathy is it's like a lack of feelings. It's a lack of emotions. But really what it is, I think it's a mechanism of repression, a mechanism of self-defense. So, usually apathy doesn't just happen on its own. There's something that triggered it. So maybe you had a heartbreak. Maybe you got fired at your job. Maybe you got rejected by someone or something. Maybe you had immense failure in your business or whatever. Something happened, and then you realize, fuck it, I'm not gonna feel anymore. So it's kind of it's like moving away from feeling. It's like telling yourself, fuck that, I'm not gonna feel anymore, and you're telling yourself, okay, you know what, I've had enough. That's basically what it is. I've had enough. And the solution for that is simple. You gotta let yourself feel again. And what happens is those emotions that you used to feel. Maybe you used to feel intense joy, intense excitement, and then you felt intense pain, intense anger, intense fear. And because you were afraid of those negative emotions, you realize, you know what? I'm just not going to feel anymore. I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm just going to feel nothing. And actually, this is, if you look up the book Power versus Force, I never actually read the book, but they have this very interesting diagram where they talk about the levels of consciousness and your emotions. And at one of the lowest levels, you have apathy. So apathy, which is basically emotional numbness, not feeling anything, feeling like nothing's. Sorry, I can't see it. I know you guys are chatting. So it's like apathy is one of the lowest levels of consciousness, and it's not something you want, because at apathy, you're really not experiencing the world to the fullest. You're just kind of going through life and not doing anything substantial. So it's interesting that on the diagram, they say that fear, anger, grief, those are emotions that, they're negative, but they're higher on the levels of consciousness than apathy. Because apathy is denial, apathy is running away from, apathy is really was one of the lowest. But if you can climb up, let's say you're apathetic, and you can snap yourself into feeling angry, for example, then at least in the anger you can sort of turn that into some form of action, right? So that's what I encourage you to do. Is if you're feeling apathetic, think of the things that what could have triggered that. Ask yourself that. Maybe it could have been a sad event in the past. Maybe it's something that made you really angry. You got rejected or something. Just think about that, and then try to awaken that emotion. Like if you're feeling apathetic and I'm telling you, yo, just feel joy, man, feel peace, man, you're not going to listen to me. You'd be like, well, how the hell do I feel joy and peace? I don't know what it is, right? So this is what I suggest to you if you've been struggling with that. And I mean, maybe you're not having any of those problems in your life. Maybe you're not feeling apathetic. Maybe you're just watching this live stream. You're like, well, I'm feeling like I'm feeling angry right now. How do I get out of anger? And then you think that the way to get out of anger is to get apathetic. No, it's in that case, then that's a different issue. Then you'd have to move to a higher level of emotion. So then you can turn anger into sort of competitiveness, or you can turn it into something productive, and then you can turn it into productivity. So then that's another level. And then you can turn it into creation, right? So you can always move up like that. So really, if you're feeling, for those of you who are at the apathetic level, just trying to climb up, like from like no emotion to negative emotions, tap into them, then go into positive emotions. So I see you guys are commenting right now. Divish, what is times 3 times 2? It's after you're done. You can't do that right now on the live stream, but if you for those watching afterwards, you can actually in the bottom right corner, you can choose the speed of the video. And sometimes on the live stream, I'm a bit more ranty, so sometimes it's easier to watch if you watch in faster speed. What's up, Lil Pump? I got I get a haircut like once every I don't know, like like every 3 weeks or so. Yeah. Not taking action for a long time makes you apathetic. Yep, exactly, Martin. It's when you it's like a vicious cycle. You don't take action, therefore you become apathetic. You're apathetic, therefore you don't take action, and it's a cycle that's gonna just, it can ruin you. Like if you don't do anything for that long, for a long time, it starts consuming you. It starts getting into your psychology, into your emotions. You just feel like nothing. And because you feel like nothing, you do nothing. And because you do nothing, you feel like nothing, and so on and so forth. So there's also external solutions. I've talked to you a bit about the internal, that you got to tap into that anger, tap into that rage, tap into that fear, tap into that sadness, right? If you're really stuck there. But there's also external solutions. So a good thing to do is add some novelty into your life. Add some new things, add some exploration, add some discoveries, go on an adventure. Like it could be an adventure, like a physical adventure. For example, you travel, or it could be sort of a spiritual adventure. It could be you start reading interesting books, and you start hanging out with some friends, and you start different things that are like outside your comfort zone. And I think one of the best ways to snap yourself out of apathy is do something you're afraid every single day. It's very simple. If you watch my channel, you watch the pickup videos, you've watched the whatever videos, you probably, so one thing you can do is you approach strangers, you talk to people, be more social. If you're introverted, you learn how to be more social. Me, I've had a lot of social anxiety when I was younger. I don't want to say like clinically social anxiety, but I was very, very shy. So then one thing I did to snap myself out of feeling bored and lonely and shitty at home is I just, anytime I'd go to school, I'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to talk to this girl. I'm going to try to be more social to them. I'm going to try to dominate the conversation a bit more, be a bit more on the spotlight. Push your comfort zone like that. It could be socially, it could be in your career. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna start this business. I'm gonna start this YouTube channel. Fuck that. I'm gonna be the best YouTuber in the world. Whatever your goal is, Damn, the chats keep disappearing. So annoying. What the fuck? One sec. Man, you move people, you deserve more views and more subs. Well, thanks, Jehovah. I'm really working on it. Every day, I think we're nearing 10K subs. My goal is someday reach 1 million, and I think it's possible in a few years, if I really apply myself, like in 5 to 6 years from now. I kind of looked at my analytics, and in 5 to 6 years, it's not impossible that I reach 1 million if I really, really apply myself and I market myself right. It's not impossible, and there's more and more YouTubers now reaching 1 million, so I think it's possible. Yeah, I repeat stuff. What should I do if I'm talking to this girl a 3 hour drive away and don't know if I can maintain a relationship. Damn, 3 hours away. I never had full disclosure, never had a relationship with a girl like from that far away. But I remember there was this girl who lived very far away, like 2 hour drive, and then I sort of seduced her and convinced her that it was the convince is not the right word. Let's just say seduce to meet up together, and it was an amazing date, amazing connection. So, I mean, it's just far away, 3 hour drive. I don't know. I wouldn't even try to maintain. Personally, if a girl lived that far away, I wouldn't even bother unless she wants to move closer to me or I move closer to her. Because how, I mean, 3 hours, you can barely see each other like once a week or once every month, maybe, unless she's willing to do the traveling or you're willing to do it. It could be a bit hard, but I mean, if she's really if she's really the one or the girl you really like, then I think you can find a way. But honestly, I'd I'm a pickup guy, so my advice is like go out and meet more girls. But yeah, I don't know if you really like her, you have to find a solution for that. I think it's gonna be a bit hard. How old are you, bro? How old am I? Everyone wants to ask. Well, I'm curious. How old do I look? Let me guys know in the comments. I'm just very curious because I've gotten anything from like between like usually people guess around mid late 20s or sometimes early 20s, but I'm just curious, how old do you guys think I am? I might reveal it soon, probably. Starman, hey man, hey Starman. Andre, hey, what's up, Andre? It's good to see you here. And when are you gonna make a video about arrogance? Cause it comes from insecurity. Oh yeah. Arrogance. Arrogance is very interesting. Arrogance a very wait. Let me note it down because I don't. I'm actually gonna add it in my because I'm writing. I'm actually writing scripts for my videos right now. So you caught me at the perfect time. And one sec. Yeah, you caught me at the perfect time, Andrew. So now I can add arrogance. It's a very good topic actually. Arrogance is the sort of the opposite of humility. So anytime I meet someone who's arrogant, I'm immediately turned off by them. I'm immediately like, fuck man, that person, I'm not want to be friends with them. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks, bro. Keep up that grind. 27, 28. That's a good guess. But no, that's not how old I am. That's what people guess usually around. But no, I'm not gonna tell you guys, but I'm younger than that, so you can try to guess. Oh, what do you think about stoicism? Yo, stoicism is the shit, man. Stoicism didn't save my life because I was never gonna die, but it's yo, man. Honestly, stoicism changed my life. It's like I don't know if I have a book right now. Just trying to look if I have a book on stoicism. Man, like I live in that like my room is just so small and my fuck. Anyways, I don't have the book, but yo, man, stoicism is. I think if all of us we became stoics, if all of us we started applying the stoic philosophy in life, society would just be so much better. And I think stoicism is really the opposite right now of it's the opposite of the modern world right now. I'm a bit sick. So modern world right now, what it is right now is like sort of consumerism, digital technology, social media. Yeah, sorry, you might hear a fan. There's some cooking going on in the house. Social media, phones, like addicted to smartphones. It's horrible. And what that does is you're so used to stimulus. You're so used to being stimulated all the time, just always stimulated. That really it takes away from sort of the patient aspect of life, living life on purpose, living life In a more contemplative, meditative, philosophical way. And when you live that way, I'm guessing most of you guys watching this, if you like my stuff, you're probably more on the introverted side. That's what I'm guessing. Is that's how you live? That's how you live a deeper, more fulfilling life, in my opinion, than if you just like run to like stimulus left and right, and stoicism. It's because you learn how to embrace the hardships, you learn how to embrace reality as it is. Um, because when you're chasing after stimulations, what happens is you're escaping reality. You're escaping, um, you're escaping your emotions, you're escaping life, you're escaping pain, right? We are in an era of escapism, and stoicism is the opposite. It's facing the truth for what it is. It's confronting reality and making peace with reality. And I have some cool stoic quotes in my journal. Actually, you know what? I'll pull out my journal right now. Pull out my journal right now. See if I have it. Okay, I just have to. One sec. It's not gonna take too long. You see my pretty face? Yeah, I cracked my mask right there. I'm really sad, but whatever. Um, yeah, I just gotta hide my name because I wrote my real name on there with my phone number before I show you. Okay. So yeah. What is it? Where is it? I don't know if you can see it. Amor fati. What is it? Amor fati, love of fate. It's right in the middle. It means you gotta love whatever happens to you. Whatever happens to you happens for a reason. And by the way, if you guys are interested in learning about um, how to get a cool journal like this, okay, you can get it. You look in the description. I have an affiliate link to a course called mybestjournal.com, where is mybestjournal.com? Yeah, I think it's course by Clark Kegley. Honestly, it changed my life. It changed the way I journal forever. It's one of the best self-development tools. And if you're feeling apathetic, by the way, if you're feeling like shit, like this could be it. Because with a journal like this, with like a thick ass journal where you can like you can talk about your personal growth, your gratitude. I'm not gonna go through it right now, but it's that type of thing you need if you want to really self-reflect, and especially if you're in a shitty state or apathetic state. It's really the great way to dig into your demons, your shadows, and kind of bring them back up. Yeah, bro. How to make people realize what they did wrong and make them change from their negative into more positive, bright person. Hmm. Oh, okay. So you're asking, so Joba, you're asking how to turn people who are negative into positive people, basically, and what they did was wrong. Basically, personally, me, the way I see the world is I don't try to change people who are negative. If people are negative, I just, you know what? I just move along, and if let's say if those are your friends, you have negative friends, yeah, you can try to change them. But really, trying to change people is incredibly difficult, and it's a waste of time. Honestly, it's a waste of time. If you want to try to change someone, I'd say no. Try to change yourself first, and by changing yourself, people will want to follow you. So that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. Really, is yeah, I'm doing videos like teaching you guys about some cool concepts, but really, I do those videos for me because anytime I teach something, anytime I talk about something, it reinforces the concept in my head. It reinforces the lesson in my head, and it just gets deeper. Sorry, I gotta check the time. Okay, it's 12. So it gets deeper ingrained into my head. It becomes deeper. It becomes more. It's really for me. So think about your motives as to why you want to change someone else. I don't see why you'd want to change someone else. Do you want to change someone else that they're negative because you don't like negativity, and maybe you're judging that person? I say just let go, and then like forget about that person. Work on yourself. It might sound a bit narcissistic and a bit self-centered, but How can you help someone if you can't help yourself first? And if you help yourself first, then yeah, then it could be time to help someone else. But don't if people don't want to change, they don't want to change. Just let them go. And that's kind of how I live life. I truly believe in setting very strict boundaries around people, around whether it's toxic people, negative people, manipulative people. I've had a few bad friends in the past and stuff like that. So I really believe in setting clear boundaries and living honestly. So if you have negative people in your life, man, just cut them out. Like cut them out. Okay, you can give them like 2, 3 chances. You're like, okay, listen, um, that time you were negative, I didn't really like it. So say it better than that, but it depends on the situation. But tell them, you know what, I'm trying to just like live a more positive life. So I think it's better we stop talking about the negative things and gossiping. We could talk about our passions, our purpose, and what we want to do, something like that. Um, Lead. I'm not religious or something, and I think that you should enjoy life. Of course, life is meant to be enjoyed. Don't take it too seriously. Starman. Oh, is that the meme? Is that Starman? Isn't that like the meme? There's like a meme called Starman. Yeah. Oh, is that a meme? Oh no, that's not the meme. Sorry, sorry. Um, he said, "Can you give me advice? I have some sort of denial or social contacts, but at the same time, it's very depressed me. I don't know about what I can talk to people, and I don't take happiness from talking." Okay, so yeah, I mean, your English is doesn't matter about your English. Then let's get to the question. So you have a sort of denial of social contact. I'm thinking something like anxious about making social contact. So maybe social anxiety or fear of other people or shyness. Okay, and you think also that talking to other people doesn't make you happy. That is actually, you might think that it's a specific problem, but actually, I think there's a lot of introverts struggle with this. It's like we are happy by ourselves, right? We're happy doing our things. We're happy, reading a good book, even playing video games, if that's you. And that makes you happier than when you talk to other people. So there could be different problems. One problem could be that you want to talk to people, but you're afraid. And because you're afraid, you can't have a deep connection with them. Therefore, that's why you don't like talking to people. But if you were to be able to talk to them, if you were able to have a deep connection with people, if you were able to relate to them and connect, then you would actually find happiness in talking to people. And even the most introverted of people on the planet, like they all need friends, right? So they all need friends. So the thing is, you don't have to be a social butterfly, but at least have like 1 to 3 to 5 close friends in your life, and like really develop those friendships. This is what I'm trying to do right now. It's like I can probably say in my life I have 5 to 10 close friends that I really love, that I live in harmony with and harmoniously with, and I'm happy that my close friends right now, there's no sort of negativity or toxic dynamics at all. It's not toxic. It's very healthy, and I'm proud to say that. And that's because I've learned that, you know what? Yeah, I gotta be social, but I don't need to. You don't need to turn into a social butterfly. So I say, trying to find those close friends and assess your goals. Like, what do you want? Do you want a girlfriend? Do you want, just a few friends? Do you want to be a party guy? Whatever your goals is, like, make sure it's clear so you can, that it's clear. However, I notice all these sluts and I don't like them for what they are doing, kind of contradicting. Oh, okay. So that was in link to your previous comment. Okay. Well, if you're slut shaming, then it's going to be very hard to talk to them because um Just by saying the word slut, what it's implying for most people who say the word slut is you're shaming the woman's sexuality. So if you're shaming her sexuality, you're what's the word? Anyways, you're indirectly shaming your own sexuality. So when you're telling the girl she's a slut, you're afraid of your own sexuality. You're afraid, technically, to fuck her and have sex with her. Now you might be thinking, oh, I want to have sex. I love sex. I just want to, make sure it's with a good type of girl or whatever. But what I think is remove the word slut from your vocabulary. You like, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what's the question you ask. But yeah, it's if you want more deeper connection with girls, if you want more success with girls, if you want to have more sex with girls, it's like, um, don't call them sluts. Like all of these sluts. I noticed just the wording. It's kind of I don't know. It sounds kind of shaming, and I don't think it's the right way to go about it. So if you want to live a more happy, more open-minded, non-judgmental type of life, just be whatever. A girl runs around in a bra in the street and screams, "I love penis." Like laugh at that. I don't know. I'm almost 27 at the moment. It's hard to change my behavior now. Yo, 27 is young as hell, man. 27 is yeah. I understand your frustration. I'd feel frustrated too if I were in your situation. And honestly, it describes me a little bit, just a little bit. But I got over it a lot better now. But yeah, I know what it feels. It's just like, yo, go out and meet people. You know. Nice one. Yo, man, I hacked my teacher's Facebook on Facebook and I got in trouble. What should I do? I'm very sorry. What? What the hell, man? Um. Well, why the hell did you do that? um. Code Jelvis X17. I really like a girl from my class, and I really get the feeling that she likes me back. I've talked to her several times at a festival yesterday, and I will meet her again tomorrow. What should I do? Okay, so I really like a girl from my class. So you meet her again tomorrow, so you set up a date. That's great. Well, go on the date, have fun. Make sure you escalate with her. Escalation meaning that you show that you're interested in her more than just as a friend, but romantically or sexually. So, you can talk about sexual topics. You can talk about flirty topics. You can tease her. You can play with her. You can tickle her. You want to get physical, whatever. Make sure you bring that forward to the close. Let's say and yeah, that's the first step. You got a date. Amazing. Means she likes you. Or if it's not a date, then if you're just, I need more clarification. But if it's not a date, you're just hanging out. Well, still, still make sure that you show yourself out there, that you escalate, that you show your personality, and that you're interested more than just as a friend. So, Gan, what do you think about world politics, Syria war, refugees, terrorists, Islam? Do you actually follow it? I mean, I'm a terrorist. Look at me. I am no, just kidding. I don't really no, I don't really follow politics at the moment. I'm really living the sort of introverted life, you could say. Working on my YouTube channel, working on different projects, reading books. I don't really have time for politics. If I see it, it's like just like as a flash news somewhere, but I have no idea what's going on right now. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think terrorists are, I was talking about apathy and like the levels of consciousness. It's like terrorists are like one of the, like they're very low. They're like at the, even below apathy, there's like guilt and shame. And I think there's a lot of guilt and shame used in terrorism. So like they'll shame, let's say, they got like extremely extremist um Islam, where like they shame women if they like don't dress appropriately, or they beat them up or stuff like that. And I think it's really like one of the lowest levels of consciousness. So I think, yeah, how do you get those people to actually move in consciousness? Is they're stuck a lot in anger, in what are those, like anger, pride, like not the good pride, but like the very bad type of pride. It's like you gotta move them to something else. You gotta move them to um compassion, or you're gonna move them to understanding, move them to hope. There's hope for them. Move them to collaboration, open mindedness. But like, there's way too much to say about that. So, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, Ben? Wait, are you running? Why are you wearing a mask? I have a video about this. Darth Vader. Darth Vader. I'm wearing a mask for the same reason you are. But type in the YouTube search the truth about Nameless, and you'll find why I wear a mask. You organize your day in exact chunks of time. It's kind of stressing to live like that. I like to be flexible. Oh, you're gonna like that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you how I organize my day slash life. 1 second. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. So you see this piece of paper, right? Okay, so let's just make sure there's good lighting. Okay, not too bad. So you see at the top Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Um, every exclamation point is a live stream. Every check mark is a video. Okay, check mark is a video. So, and every X right here is when I'm working on a video. When I'm working on videos. Okay, so let's just look at week 1. So week 1, what I do is I write a script on day 1 for my videos. On day 2, I will shoot the videos. On day 3, I work on thumbnails. No, yeah, and on day 4, I'll edit or something like that. Sometimes I cram them all in like 2 to 3 to 4 days. It depends. And sometimes I do them like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's not like all linear. But then on those days, I do at least 4 videos. Okay, 4 videos. So then I would release those 4 videos the following 2 weeks. Okay. So that's week 1. And then that leaves me a lot of the time to do other things, like have fun with friends, go out, pick up girls, whatever. Week 2, I dedicate to business growth. So then I'll look over my sales funnels, or I look over whatever I'm working on right now, and so on and so forth. And how did I come up with this is basically um, how I came up with this is basically I told myself, you know what? 80/20. What's most important in my life right now? What's most important in your life right now? Maybe for you, it's you want to be more confident in meeting girls. You want to get more dates. You want to get more lays. You want to get more girls. So that, if that's a priority, then you should at least dedicate, like, my opinion, 20 hours a week, like 10 to 20 hours a week, like working on yourself to meet more girls. So that could include uh, day game, night game, online game, text game, social circle, meeting friends and developing your social life. Going to the gym, that counts, and watching pickup videos, that counts too. So all of those things, at least 10 to 20 hours per week, I think is reasonable. So it depends what your priorities are. If your priority is build a business, at least 10 to 20 hours should be spent on that every single week. And also make sure you have some leisure time, of course. So yeah, that's how you organize my life and my day. It's not a day. We did meet tomorrow at another festival. Okay, so it's like a friendly thing. Yeah, just make sure that you show some interest. It sounds like it's a friendly. It could be interpreted as a friendly type of thing. So just make sure you show some intent, right? Make sure you touch her, or make sure you flirt with her. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do a rant on how to flirt right now, but yeah, there's plenty of resources for that if you want to learn that on the internet. So there's this girl question, like a lot of people there, they want to know about girls. Okay, I guess we'll turn the title for how to get girls. Okay, so those will be my last questions. I'm gonna go eat afterwards because I'm hungry and I have a call to do afterwards. So there's this girl that I really liked, and I met up and told her that I liked her, and she told me she needed time. A few days later, she kissed this other boy. I told her that I will take some distance from her and that I am looking for a relationship, not a friendship. Now she always tries to talk to me, but I know for sure she wants me back just to be friends. What should I do? Should I just remove her from my life and keep on chasing my focus? and meet other girls. Yeah, go meet other girls, man. Like, I know it sounds harsh, but I try to be truthful as possible on my channel. What it sounds like is it sounds like you sort of revealed your intention, um, and that now she just wants to be friends. It seems like you didn't convey enough of your sort of you didn't convey yourself enough as a sexual person, as a potential romantic partner early enough. It seems like to me that you probably were talking to her for a long time and she sort of had that expectation that you'd be her friend. For that reason, now that you tell her, you know what, I actually like you, then it's like, well, what about that friendship? What the hell? So she might just been confused and she doesn't see you that way. So it means you didn't set the proper intent from the beginning. So soon as you meet a girl, like within the first time you meet her, there should be like at least a bit of sexual tension, like so yeah, I think no, I think you should go meet other girls. Like, sorry, sorry to tell you that, but yeah, it's better to tell you the truth now than you keep chasing that girl. So just want to be honest. So, or what you could do is like you can be like, you know what? It's either we're in a relationship. It's either we're gonna like go on a date like romantically or nothing. You could do that too, and you might lose her, or you might actually get her. But if you're not willing to lose the friendship, then you're not gonna get her. That's my opinion. Like either you risk the friendship, or you stay friends with her, and for the rest of for the rest of the friendship, you just feel resentful about it. It's not a good idea. So I don't know, man. Just find your take the solution that you want. My girl is preparing for aviation. How can I support her in a way that and convince her she can do it and make her fulfill her dream? Well, just tell her like she's the best. Girls, women, they really love to be listened to, cared for, and the way you offer support to like a guy is different. Like, you're like, yeah, man, you can do it. You support your friend emotionally. Also, logically, you're there. Men is more like a sort of practical. We have more practical ways of showing support. So then, let's say you buy your friend a car, you buy your friend a gift, you buy your friend something. Women, it's more like you gotta show that you understand her, that you're on board with her, and just show her that you love her, and then show her that you believe in her every day. You can tell her every single day. Like, hey, I think what you're doing is amazing, and I really support you every day. Something like a little thing, and that's it, man. I think consistency is key because we're stupid and we forget. Like if your parents, let's say, only told you I love you like once every 5 years, like you might forget that they love you. Like literally, you think they don't love you because they only say like once every 5 years. So tell her and motivate her like every day if you can. Like every other day or something. Like make sure she knows. No problem, Coach Elvis. Okay, last question from Dajad. I'm gonna go. Hey, Nameless. I remember I applied for your program about 5 months ago, probably, and you marketed it as free, so I applied. I think you got a bit confused there. It's not the program. The free training is free, so I apologize for the confusion. The program, the Kiss Her Under 60 Seconds program, that's just a separate training that you get for free. And yes, I have an entire course on how to pick up girls on the dance floor, which you can get, by the way, if you sign up to the free training. So you get the free training, which is like an amazing training. Honestly, I haven't seen anything on YouTube that teach you how to like get a kiss close that fast. And the steps are very simple. It's 4 steps. It's very, very, very simple. You can learn that, and already from that you get about like, I think is the best value from like the program. But yes, I do have a full program, and it's a paid program. It's not for everyone. It's only for people who are serious. I do have that. So yeah, there's a paid program at the end, but the thing is, you want to sign up for the free training, you sign up for the free training, and you get it for free. And yeah, the reason why it's a paid program, it's because I only want the people who are the most serious. I only want the people who are going to take action and apply this stuff. Because all the free stuff on the internet, 99% of people, they just watch it, they don't do anything. So that's why I don't make it free. And also, well, we are going to make a living. So, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, so thanks, Daja, for your understanding. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I guess this was more of a live stream on how to pick up girls more than it was about apathy. But you know, um, if you guys want to learn more how to get more girls, you can get the free training in the description below. There's also a link to my free ebook if you've been struggling with emotional apathy or stuff like that. So make sure you check that out too, because finding your life purpose is one of the main things that are gonna really like find fulfillment in your life. So thank you guys for. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It closed kind of abruptly. I just wanted to say, my roommate clapping there.